Search for answers and for justice tonight as the family of the Palms West nurse attacked by a patient last week tells WPTV they have questions surrounding their mother's brutal beating.
WPTV investigative reporter Kate Hussey sat down for an emotional interview with the family. She joins us tonight to share their story. And Kate, I know these images are going to be hard to see, and I imagine there's all kinds of emotions here.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Lull and Cindy Joseph tell me they're angry, they're confused and hurt. They've now hired an attorney and hope they can get answers.
Sheriff's Office 911.
We had a Baker Act beat a staff member unconscious, now running around the building.
Oh my God.
Urgent 911 calls.
It's absolute chaos.
Detailing frantic moments.
Okay, where is the injured nurse?
The nurse is in the floor.
The nurse is on the floor. Is she breathing?
Yes.
At HCA Florida Palms West Hospital.
I'm on the third floor. There's some guy in here that's nuts.
I still feel like it's unreal. I can't believe this is actually happening.
And as Cindy Joseph and Chris Lull sit in their attorney's office, trying to hold it together, it's hard to believe those 911 calls are talking about their mother.
It's just pretty much unimaginable to me this actually happened while she was at work, somewhere she's worked for over 20 years taking care of patients. I'm still in shock and disbelief.
WPTV was there last week when investigators say a Palms West nurse, identified by her family as 67-year-old Leila Malal, was, quote, inexplicably attacked by a 33-year-old Baker Act patient they say is Stephen Scantlebury. The affidavit said essentially every bone in the victim's face was broken and that she was likely to lose the use of both eyes. A 911 call also reveals the suspect may have used scissors to attack her.
He used scissors? Did he hit somebody with the scissors? Did he hurt somebody with the scissors?
Yes.
He stabbed a nurse? Okay, does he still have the scissors, yes or no?
Yes.
What was going through her head, the pain she felt, the confusion, the trauma she's going to have for this for the rest of her life.
These are photos the family shared with me of Lull after the attack, showing her eyes swollen shut and bruises throughout her face and collarbone.
She had bleeding in the brain, subdural bleeding and subarachnoid bleeding. She was unconscious, intubated, not responding. The first night was pretty crazy. She was very unstable.
Now the siblings have questions, particularly over a 911 call involving a man who identified himself to dispatchers as the Palms West CEO and what he told dispatchers about the unconscious victim.
You said they assaulted the employee until they passed out? Yeah, unconscious. I'm not worried about that part. I need the Baker I dealt with. And this could be nearly a fatality.
I couldn't imagine how heartless that was. How could they say that they didn't care about her, or they cared more about the Baker Act patient than their own nurse who's been there with them for, 20 years? And then that comment at the end about how she's probably going to die, that really, really, really hurt me and really hit hard.
Attorney Karen Terry is now representing Lull's family. They haven't yet filed suit, but Terry says she's looking at, quote, all avenues of recovery for the family, believing the hospital was negligent and had a, quote, reckless disregard for Lull's safety.
This wasn't the first time that this had happened in their hospital.
Terry is referring to a 2023 incident when deputies arrested Kendra Green, who they say went into the NICU, forcibly removing her 3-day-old baby and stabbing 3 nurses on the way out.
Safety concerns certainly should have been of paramount importance to HCA and to Palms West Hospital.
Do you think that this could have been prevented?
This absolutely could have been and should have been prevented on every level.
I reached out to HCA Florida and Palms West for a response. A representative told me she's working to answer my questions over security, but in an earlier statement, the hospital said, quote, our primary concern is with our beloved colleague and we are praying for her recovery. Yet her children remain frustrated, angry, and fearful.
I'm just so mad at the situation and sad, and my mom is everything to me. She's my biggest supporter and always there for her, always there for me. I can't imagine my life without her, and this is not fair to her. She's 67 years old. She could have retired, long time ago, but she chose to be a nurse and to keep caring for patients. She loves her job, and
Lal's family tells me she is now awake and responsive. The good news here is they say it looks promising that she will survive this ordeal. Scantlebury faces attempted homicide and other charges. He is set to appear in court tomorrow. His attorneys released a statement to us saying, quote, mental illness does not discriminate, and we know that what happened was a product of a mental health crisis. Megan, Todd, back to you.
That family's heartbreak is just so palpable in that interview, Kate. Such a good job talking with them, and your heart can only go out to her, hoping for a really quick recovery. Kate, thanks so much.
Thank you.